Hi there, this is Josie G, and I am going to show you how to make a pumpkin costume for your dolls. What I did already, out of felt, what I did already is I took some felt, I took 3 pieces of orange felt, and they're just come in squares. I got them 4 for $1 at Hobby Lobby, and I cut the edges. I took 2 of them, because with my little safety scissors I could only cut 2 at a time, and I folded them in half like this, so I cut my shape that I desired here and here. I didn't cut anything off of here because later I'm going to do something else with that. I'm going to leave an edge so I can string something through it and pull it like a drawstring. But then, so I did that with 3 of them because I needed 2 for the front. And the reason I need 2 for the front is 1 is going to be on the interior so that I can stuff it. So, you know, pumpkins are a little bit mushy, and I didn't want a flat pumpkin or a limp pumpkin, so that's why I'm doing that. Now the back doesn't necessarily need that. You could certainly do it. You could get 4 pieces of orange and do that with it. And then I got this dark gray because I kind of was attracted to the dark gray, and I thought I had some black here, and I do somewhere, but I'm going to make the eyes out of I think this piece of yellow that I had and the gray. So we'll cut those out in a little bit. And then I had all these extra little pieces of orange, and I thought I would save those for another project probably, because, you know, either for stuffing something with it, I could cut them up more for stuffing, or just save them for something else down the road. So I'm going to put those aside because I had quite a few of them. And this is about the size and the angle that I used right here for the top, and this is the size and angle that I used for the bottom of the pumpkin, so you can kind of get an idea of what those look like. Okay? Alright. Oh, today I forgot to show you, I am joined by these 2 little guys. Aren't they cute? I named them Bonnie and Clyde. They're from Target. I'm sorry, Walmart. I knew I was going to say Target. They're My Life dogs, and I think you could still get them. This is a new one, and this is an old one. They're phasing this one out. This was actually a Disney dog. So this one was a little bit in a different area. This was My Life, and this one wasn't. But they're really cute. So I'll set those aside. Alrighty. And also Bailey's over here in her American Girl bitty baby glasses, and then I got this costume, this little bee costume off of somebody from eBay. It's very cute. I haven't put her shoes on her yet. But then when I went to a thrift store, I found these pieces, which I thought would be perfect. I can either use this, or I had one of these old, I have one that somebody made for me, and which I'm keeping, but this one was super long, and I got caught on something, and of course it unraveled, and I don't know how to put it back together, so I thought this would be cute on the top of this pumpkin, because purple and orange are opposite on the color wheel, and so they would look really nice against each other. Or I'll just go ahead with this, one of the 2. This looks really nice together, so I think I might go with this instead of, and play it a little bit more safe. And I have a couple of those. I even have one for a hat for my doll. So because I've been trying to bid on one off of eBay and not been successful so far, so I thought, heck with it, I'm just going to make it myself and save myself a whole lot of money. Okay, so I will, you can sew this together or glue it. I'm going to glue it because I want to get it done really fast, so that's what I'm going to do, so I can show you, and we'll move it right along. Okay, be right back. Okay, now what I've done is I put one side on, and I'm getting ready to put the other side on. And I left a little space at the top and a tiny little space at the bottom in case I wanted to do something there as well. So I'll show you how I'm doing this. Just taking my glue gun and going along right here like this. I know everybody knows how to use a glue gun, however, and be careful if you're doing this on your own. Just wanted to show you that I'm not going all the way up to the top. And if you make a mistake, you can just pull it right off. See, I'm leaving that space there. And they're both facing the same way, so you've got them just like that. Okay? Alright, and I'm going to do that all the way down until I come to about here, and then I'm going to stop again. Alright. Okay, now that that's completed, the front here, you'll notice, my camera's drifting a little bit, that the backing is a little bit bigger than the front of the pumpkin because I made the cuts and I took some of it out. So what I had to do was make a little fold right there. That's okay. And I'm gluing the back onto it, and you can see right here where the back is still a little bit bigger, but that's alright. I can either cut that or I can incorporate it, but I would rather whoops, sorry. You're looking at Bonnie and Clyde. I would rather incorporate it only because if I don't, what's going to happen is it'll give it more fullness if I incorporate it. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, hang on. Okay, so for my stuffing, what I did, because it's economical and it's also, I had a bunch of old socks that I went through my drawer and got rid of some, using some for projects like this, I cut up a bunch of my old socks, and I cut them to where if they don't feel hard anymore, because it's recycling, and I like to recycle. It's a great hobby of mine. And besides, if you're younger and you're doing this project, you would want to first get your parents' permission, of course, or use what you really. These socks are so old that I can't use them anymore. They're at least 10 years or older, 10 years old or older. So they've really serviced me well, and so it's not time for them to go on to another life. And no one's going to see them. They're all white, so they're not going to hurt this project whatsoever. This is too long of a piece, of course, so I'm going to cut that. I had to pull out my grandma's scissors in order to do this. And this is a hard piece, what I would consider a hard piece, the sole, so or the toe. So anyway, I'm just going to stuff a few pieces in here and see how that looks, how I like it. And what I did is I left the top of this open so you can see it. See them going in there. And again, this was the part that I hot glued, and then I turned it this way with the seams, finished seams facing out. And so if you were sewing this, you would do that as well, and probably turn the whole thing inside out, or right side in, basically. And then here's that fold, that tuck that I took because the back piece was too big, but I kept it for the bulk. And it's filling up quite nicely with these little socks. Okay, then I'm going to put the back on because I only have one back, and then we'll start on the face after that. Also, I wanted to show you real quick that I'm making for a drawstring. I'm crocheting this. It's just a single crochet. This green yarn that I had, and I'm on 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. I think that might do it. I just really wanted to get a nice round all the way around it, be able to pull it, and have a nice little bow if I wanted to. So I might go to 90 stitches just to make sure that I have a nice way around the whole thing. I'd probably go to 90, and then I'll cut this off and be finished with it. But that's what a single crochet is if you've never done this before. And that's what I'm going to insert inside here to when I fold it over to be my drawstring. Okay, alright, we'll see what happens next. Okay, I wanted to show you the finished product, and also this is Maggie. She's an older Madame Alexander doll. She's dressed in her cheerleader outfit. I had her up for sale at one time because I was clearing out some of my dolls, and she was one of them that I was going to get rid of, but she didn't sell, and so I hung on to her, and I have a basket full of other dolls that I just kind of hung on to. But she's really cute. She's got the old style Madame Alexander face, and so I'm going to give her a little bit of a boost today with redo her hair, and I think she's going to wear this cute outfit. So anyway, this is what I did. As I almost forgot to put armholes in. I forgot to remind you to do that. So I went ahead and finished the inside by putting stringing the crocheted piece that I showed you, pulled it through. I glued down my flaps for that, and then I glued the back piece on, of course, left room for my armholes at the very last minute. And then I left this wide opening because I figured if I needed to, I could go back and cinch it closed a little bit more so it wasn't so wide. That's not a problem. And this is going to be, of course, cinched closed further with these ties on the top. And then I have this that will go over the opening. Doesn't it look cute already? For the neck piece. And then I have this for the top. This is actually for dogs, but it looks really cute. It'll work for the dolls. And this, again, like I said, I picked up. It was brand new. It's still got the tag on it from the thrift store. And I picked up some other things from there as well that are also for dogs, but from the thrift store. But this is the face that I chose to put on there. I'm just going with this. I just cut out felt and some yarn and glued it on. Basically, that's all I did. It was pretty easy, and again, it's stuffed. It's pretty stuffed there. I used several socks. All I did was keep my tops of my socks. I used about 3 pairs of socks and just cut off the feet part of them, and I kept this part for other projects, and it's pretty full, so I'm anxious to see what it looks like. But I was waiting for and I used this glitter paint. You can get this anywhere for the eyes. I thought that'd make it cute, and then I did that for the lips, so it would brought it down to add more balance here. And that's all I did. And again, I went with gray. You can go with any colors that you want. It's your choice. It's your project. You're the artist here. So that's it. That's all I did. And you can add tights or shoes. I'm going to go with these little Our Generation shoes that came in a pack with something else. And I'll show you the end result. Thanks so much, and show me, tell me about your project, how it came out. I'm anxious to hear. Okay, take care.